What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the right side of the map in the green color, playing as Hades. His name is Ulysses. His partners today in the yellow color, playing as Set. His name is Chemo. And in the teal color, playing as Isis. His name is Mariano. Together they make the team the champions. I quite liked the clan tag THC, but they decided to go with TC, so we're gonna go with that. Their opponents today, spawning in the purple color, playing as Thor. His name is Killuminati. In the blue color, playing as Isis. As always, the winner of Age of Mythology's best looking dad competition for the past 10 years in a row, 8 years in a row, 7 years in a row. Chrono JJ. Yes. And finally, a surprising turnout here because I had no idea he was going to be playing. His name is Yoshi, and he is playing as the Loki, the red Loki player in this one. I don't know why Yoshi's here. I am very excited. Let's go, old boys. So we have obviously, I'm in old boys. Unfortunately, this game was played at 2 a.m. my time, so I was not able to participate. But Yoshi, I'm pretty sure we weren't sure Yoshi was going to be able to be here. And well, luckily he is, so he's going to play some games for us. We've got a this is a strong team. Look at this team that old boys have assembled here. Ooh. We've got Isis, we've got Loki, we've got Thor. This is a really interesting composition. I'm not sure what the plan is here for the old boys on this one. The map is going to be Highland. There's going to be another cheeky little water fight at the start, but with Yoshi being the pocket Loki player, he will be able to get around and get some stuff done. The question is, what strategy do we really want to go for here as the old boys? I'm not actually sure. We'll have to wait and see what they're going to be deciding on. I believe this map was picked by the champions here. So the champions will pick game number 1. Game number 2 will be picked by the old boys. And we'll see how things are going to go here. As, I mean, Ulysses, we don't see anyone grabbing these back fishing spots here. Generally speaking, there's a couple of spawns on these spots. We do see 3 spawns here for the champions, and the old boys, as always, getting ripped off with just the 1 spawn in between there. It's just... Unfortunately, I believe this is the Highland. This is the ESO Highland. So unfortunately, or fortunately, one of the two, depends on what you think about the maps. Unfortunately, this map wasn't updated by Rebels Rising, so it's not got those balanced conditions in that that Rebels Rising included in all of the kind of Voodoo Balance patch maps. If you play a different Age of Empires game, I'm interested. How do you think your maps are balanced in Age of Empires 2, in Age of Empires 4, Age of Empires 3? Tell me what you think. And are balanced maps really that important? Do you guys like having some imbalances in maps so that one player might have some better gold mine position, maybe the other player has a better town center position, those types of things. One player has better hunt position, the other player has better more defensive map, those kind of things. What are your opinions on this one? Would you rather have mirrored maps and things like that? We do see Forseti coming through here for Killuminati. Nice and quick here on this one. Getting those fishing ships out on this position here as well. Illuminati does get a couple of spots here, but Mariano a little bit too fast on this one. And it looks like, I mean, the middle water isn't going to matter that much in this game for TC, for the champions here. They've got a whole bunch of fishing spots here. They've got the 3 spots back here. There's a whole bunch of spots back here as well. And I believe Ulysses is going to kind of notice that here as well. The house does come up. We've got the Chemo pair. Chemo going in with Set. That's an interesting one. I'm surprised to see him with that. I mean, obviously Highland, probably Ra was banned here is my guess. I'm surprised no Loki was banned and no, well, maybe Zeus was banned here. I would have preferred to see a Hades ban if Ra was banned from the champions here. But we'll see how things are going to go as the bear does get taken out here as well. And everyone's starting to advance. We've got the Athena coming through for Ulysses. We've got the Dark coming through for Chemo. We've got the Bast coming through for Mariano. Over here, Full City for Yoshi, as well as Chrono JJ. He is already in the classical age. I assume he went through Bast. He did go through Bast here. There's the walls coming up on this spot for Chrono, getting himself all sorted up. Now, the big thing with Chrono JJ playing Egyptian is he's never going to get housed because he can just place them all down for free in his main base. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's the one weakness of Chrono JJ is that he gets housed, and that's why he's so good with Egyptian, because he can't get housed with Egyptian. It's perfect. Shifting Sands here from... Illuminati going for some Watchtower shenanigans here. But the Shifting Sands comes in, going to be taking out the Hersa here. Watchtower gets taken out. Illuminati going to be retreating back. An interesting decision there is Illuminati also putting up a Watchtower on this position to defend himself here. This is a very, very spicy opening from Illuminati. We don't get to see it all too often. It will kind of control the river straits here to some degree. But it's not going to be able to control this position here. That's the hard one. Do we see Yoshi going for any boats? Looks like he's not going for any boats. He's coming over onto this position. We do have Chrono JJ retreating here as Yoshi's starting to get some Hersa out to push forward. And Illuminati, he's the one in a little bit of trouble here. But he does have Watchtower. So this Pharaoh Priest shenanigans not going to do anything because these towers are going to be more than capable of defending here. Is Chemo just walking straight into this one? That tower is going to be finishing off Chemo's Pharaoh here. He's not paying attention there. He ends up losing that one as the Wadjet continues along. But I mean, the Ulfsark here going to be going down as well. Meanwhile, over on this position, Yoshi is pushing back. We do see the Ulysses villagers having to retreat back. Stable coming up here. Handful of ships are out here for Chrono JJ. Going to be taking out some of those fishing ships of Ulysses there as well. As the stable going to be coming up on that position there. Another longhouse coming down for Illuminati as the Axemen are going to start pushing through here. We do see a Illuminati longhouse there as... this Watchtower is up, but unfortunately it's not going to be doing a whole lot here for Illuminati, but he will be retreating back. He needs to play defensive because he knows he's up against two players at the moment, and Mariano, two town centers with Axemen. He'll be breaking through here, and we'll see what's going to happen there. If maybe Chrono JJ can get to the heroic age here, Answers Eclipse timing attack against this Ulysses Hades or something, it's going to do a lot of damage here as the tower's getting targeted down here. Lots of favor to come in for Yoshi to grab to take that position there if he wants it. Does snipe down the Minotaur as well. And the thing is, though, that Illuminati, he's got Watchtowers up already. So he's totally fine here. Just needs to get some more town centers in as well. And it should be all good for him on that position there. The other thing is that Chemo, he's a long way from home. He's got to make a very, very long movement with his villagers to get into this fight, whereas Yoshi is already over here. Chrono JJ going to be coming in as well. He's already up through Nephthys here. Still one town center, but pushing forward. Chemo still only one town center as well. He is building some cabinets here to face Chrono JJ's Micro Fury as he pulls back. A great play here. Going to be taking down some of those boats. Good micro from Chemo, though, as well. Going to be getting his own micro in there. But Chrono JJ focusing well here thus far. And also, I really like that Yoshi targeting down the Hades here, forcing it into an Egyptian versus Egyptian fight on the water, making it a little bit more equal. And we do see the prosperity coming down a little bit early here as Chrono JJ, not quite onto the mining camp, but he also wants it finished before he hits the heroic edge, but maybe it doesn't matter either ways. But we'll see how things are going to go here as the archer ship's still pushing forward, causing some problems here. Illuminati just stuck in his main base a little bit here as well, though. This is going to be a difficult one for him to deal with because Mariano's in a really, really good spot right now. Mariano's in a really, really good spot. There's Chrono pulling him back. And Ulysses coming forward does spot those villagers as the villagers going to retreat back here. Yoshi still searching around for Ulysses villagers to take out in this one. We'll see if he can find them anywhere here as the Illuminati dock going to be getting taken down. There is a fishing ship over here. Not a fishing ship, a longboat over here. They can take out these units. Illuminati going to have to retreat away, find some other things to target down there as well. Meanwhile, in this position, we do see the cabinets coming through here to snipe down some Yoshi fishing ships. Really, really nice play there, but Yoshi's got all of these fishing spots up himself already. So it's not like he's completely shut down, so to speak, as now searching around, sees the town center. So not finding too many kills there at the moment. The Chrono JJ going to get himself that Migdol up. I mean, not so slow because he's been getting cabinets out here, but a little bit on the slower side of life here as the Leviathan in to help out for the time being. Nephthys is now coming through for Mariano. This is going to be the challenge for Illuminati because he's going to get taken out very, very quickly here against Mariano as you do have that longhouse up. These docks will be getting taken down by a couple of units here as well. And there is a town center really close to this one for Mariano. So Mariano's going to be able to get some mercenary spammage happening on that sort of a position there. As Ulysses trying to push forward, does snipe down that troll here. As the Herser coming over here. Walls coming up on this position by Ulysses. One thing you can do is put a straight wall through here as well, just to block everything up on that spot. Yes, it costs a little bit of extra gold, but it's not a terrible idea. Unfortunately, Yoshi really not finding all too much with these Herser. There's a lot of villagers on wood here for him to get in. If you can get in and drop like a building or something here, this will get a lot of damage done because he can sneak through. He does alert Ulysses to his presence there with that attack. Meanwhile, Chrono JJ now starting to get himself some units out, getting those cavalry out there as well as the cabinet's still pushing forward. And we do see an Ancestor Eclipse getting dropped down onto this position here. But, I mean, you've got to turn around and take the fight. You've got to take out those priests as the minions here trying to dodge some of those priest projectiles, but they don't quite have enough speed to dodge them. You need 6.01 speed to dodge those priest projectiles here as Illuminati putting some pressure on. Does manage to take this one out. We've got the Herser still searching around for something to do here. But now without the Ancestor's Eclipse to push in onto this position, Ulysses has got free reign to start getting bigger and bigger in this game. As the Herser coming through, we do see a whole bunch of chemo villagers coming in here. Knows he wants to be over here on this spot as the Scorpion men getting some good damage done over here. Ulysses is going to break through here as well. Let's get that damage done. The Herser are going to try and take down some villagers here. We'll see if they're going to be able to deal with all of that or not. And everyone's starting to hit those next ages here. Yoshi does hit a really, really nice Mythic Age timing here. Does he have the dock on the front first for a free Yormid in a decent position? Or not? He does. He does have Ancestor Eclipse coming through here for Mariano, though, before the tier comes out. A little bit unfortunate there. Yoshi was not spam clicking that one. Illuminati going to have to retreat back. Mariano's in a really, really big position right now. Illuminati's got nothing kind of remaining for himself in this spot. Going to be retreating back. Do you see a whole handful of Herser in for Yoshi, though, to get a whole bunch of free favor? These are Mythic Age Herser to take out those Ancestors. Beautiful play. There is one Axeman here, unfortunately, but Yoshi going to be able to clean that one up nice and quick. And then the villagers back to the mining camp. Beautiful defense there from Yoshi, playing out of his mind at the moment. Longhouse coming up on this spot, trying to cause some problems over there. Migdol Stronghold's coming up for Chemo, trying to support Ulysses on this position for the time being here. The problem is that Illuminati doesn't have any town centers up just yet. Mariano's on 3. Ulysses is on 3. Chemo's on 3. This TC clan, the Champions clan team, whatever you want to call them, they're in a really, really big spot economically here. But we do have the Yormanelva. Where'd it go? Did you delete it? I don't know. Then we went in our class here for Yoshi. As the villagers here, unfortunately doesn't hit this town center. That would have been big over here. Looks like Chemo's gotten away with no spawns as the Fimbulwinter's hitting Mariano in a big way. This is a big hit onto Mariano in all honesty. This is kind of what old boys need here in this game. Artemis now on the way though for Ulysses to push forward. Now we'll see if Chrono JJ's got the monuments up. Looks like he doesn't quite have them here. As the army sitting on this position here, we do see some cheeky little raids coming through for Chrono JJ. Needs to kind of find the damage in this one as well. The siege tower's coming through. Slowly starting to push into this one as the Herser do manage to stop some of these donkey caravans. Definitely getting walls up here is really, really important. And that's something that Yoshi can do pretty much immediately here. But Horus is now coming through for Chemo. You can use that literally anywhere on the map. Yoshi retreating back, still trying to help Illuminati get stabilized here. There's not really a good option for Illuminati here in this game because Ragnarok's not going to beat anyone at the moment. And there's no underworld to get behind enemy lines. So he basically has to go tier himself here, I would guess. So Herso still trying to find some villager kills. We do see an earthquake getting dropped down onto Illuminati's base, but Illuminati manages to keep himself alive here. Does Yoshi have upgrades? No. Just earthquake. Terrible god power. Terrible god power. Yoshi's now got a ton of these Fenris Wolf Broods at the moment here. He is ready to go raiding with those. Those are going to be really, really strong. We do see those longboats helping out on this position as well. As Illuminati knows, if you can get Mythic Age, get some docks down here, you can start sieging this. Another thing here for Yoshi to start doing now is Mythic Age. Get some. You probably could have got Yeoman Elvers raid the fishing ships and try and get in onto this position here with Yeoman Elvers and things to stop trade routes from happening over here. Stop trade routes from happening. All the good stuff there. We do see Kimmo putting a Migdol up just to protect that position over there as well. But Chrono JJ going to try and hold at this moment. The other thing is that Ulysses still has got himself access to that underworld passage. Can kind of use that anywhere, so to speak. As the siege towers do manage to take this one down. Yoshi going to be pulling back onto this spot now, starting to make some ballaster out to push back against Mariano. And Naval Auxiliaries coming through for Chemo, though. Is there anywhere to really attack an old boy's position? This spot here is going to be a challenge. So we do see a watchtower coming up for Chrono JJ. Schemo starting to break through here on this spot. Whole bunch of Heliopoli coming in for Ulysses at the moment to break through the gate on this position. We'll see if he can come in and kill off the Migdol stronghold here as well. Now the wall's coming out. This is what Yoshi needs to do. This is exactly what a Norse player can do in these situations. But Ulysses is on the move already. He notices this one a little bit too quickly. And he gets pushed out. So Yoshi's going to have to figure out how to get back over onto that location there. We do see Yoshi now starting to get himself the ballaster out. And here's the thing about Yoshi. He might not be a team game player. He is a deathmatch player. And guess what team games is? Team games is past the early game. It's a late game. things that don't need to be said, number 223. But if this game gets late game, Yoshi's going to start really impacting this game in a really, really big way. Ulysses, Chemo, and Mariano, they're not team game, so they're not deathmatch players. They don't quite play on that same level that Yoshi can play in that late game. Chrono JJ has also got a really, really good late game as well. So if the old boys can survive this brutality of the Hades coming through here, they might be okay here. But Illuminati, he's got two town centers. This town center still hasn't been claimed. The ballaster are in, trying to clean up this siege tower. He has managed to get in here. The problem with this, Ancestors in, that's going to cause some problems. There are some Ahursa coming through here to help deal with these Ancestors yet again. Who would have thought double Ancestors and Ahursa are available, as a Mountain Giant does get spawned there, but all of those Ballaster will get taken out, and this forward positioned hill fort will be getting cleaned up here as well. Do we see any attempt here from Illuminati to get in here? Potentially a wall on this position would be really big, as those Fenris wolves still chasing down those camel caravans there, causing some problems where that's concerned. But you'll see slowly but surely pushing through here. Chrono JJ going to be needing a little bit of assistance here in this one as the wall's coming up. We do see the heavy chariots starting to push across the map here for Mariano, though. He is ready to find some raids onto Illuminati. Illuminati, good reaction there, retreating early. Really nice play from Illuminati. Got to be on top of that one, and Mariano spends every chariot archer there, and he doesn't get a single villager kill. He can kind of chase this one down. He's got a Titan. Titan is coming through here now for Ulysses, but Illuminati now going through tier as well, as we do see Ulysses is now in with the walls. Great play here from Ulysses. I'm a little bit biased here, guys. I don't want to say the champions are playing well here, but this is really, really good. Like I said, the secret to this map is a long wall. a long wall through and a short wall, like a long wall both ways, a little plus symbol between those middle places, and that prevents this from happening. And now we see over here, Mariano's coming through with the Leviathan trade route, another wall coming up onto this spot, and this is going to spell absolute doom for the old boys right now because they do not have they need trade route. They absolutely need trade routes going, and it's been stopped. It's been completely stopped right now. No options here for Yoshi to trade. No options for Chrono JJ to trade. No options for Cluminati to trade. He's getting up his another hill fort over here. Walls coming up as Yoshi wants to try and secure that position there. He is over on this spot here as well. Transport ships coming in. Cluminati does drop that Fimble Winter as well to hit all of the economy yet again. As we'll see if it's going to be enough here. Because Yoshi is being a thorn in the side of the champions here, but he can only slow them down so much. This is a much more difficult thing to deal with than random side builds from Yoshi. How else can he get over here and help this out? As we've already got Ulysses up with stone walls here as well. Towers up all over the place. We do see Chrono JJ getting himself some war barges out to try and take these walls down. And not only that, the Ox caravans are pushing up here, and those watchtowers are going to be taking those out as well. Chemo getting himself those Horus upgrades here to boot. In all honesty, Chemo hasn't done a whole lot in this game. He has been fighting on water for the most part, but I haven't seen a big presence from him here thus far. As the underworld passage now in onto Yoshi. There's not a great counter to this here for Yoshi. He's got no military units back here. And the Titan Gate getting dropped down onto this position as well. And we do have Chemo kind of trying to shut down all of these side builds here. I guess that's been his job thus far. As Yoshi trying to get this town center up, but Ulysses is going to have this position now. He can come in and take that one. Chrono JJ is a little bit stuck in his base. Can't really push, can't really do a whole lot. He has 3 town centers, but he's not doing a whole lot. Does get some villages into the transport ship. Going to go for a cheeky little transport ship side build there as well. Ulysses has now got 4 town centers for himself, or at least getting those up. And Illuminati does come through with some siege over here. So Chariot Archers, Mass Chariot Archers are good and all. Don't get me wrong. There's a tornado now coming down onto Yoshi's main town center. He does have Masons and fortified town centers though. So the town center won't be falling. But yeah. This is still going to be a tough position to be in. It shouldn't fall. It shouldn't fall. Does it survive? Survives with 241 HP. There you go. But this town center is still going up for Ulysses. And what else can old boys do? As Chrono JJ gets in with some siege works, getting thrown down, a couple of Migdol strongholds as well. Chemo puts up the Migdol stronghold here. He's defending the trade route beautifully with those. That's another option, obviously, rather than just that idea of a plus in this position. Get those Migdol strongholds in. So now Ulysses pushing in. We're trying to get some damage done, but Chemo is now completely in on this position, and Yoshi's town center is about to fall. Old boys' chances in this game are getting smaller and smaller. I'm not sure what else they can really go for here. Yoshi's up on this spot with longhouses. There is a siege works coming through over here. Ulysses is not really doing a whole lot here because he's pushing through into the main position here. Chrono JJ can't even break through this. Chrono JJ's got his Chariot Archers targeting down stone walls at the moment. Does get those boats out to take out this position as a Migdol stronghold getting pushed up there, or put up there, I should say. But now Mariano taking this town center for himself here. And Yoshi, he's getting cleaned up in a very, very big way here. And the Chariot Archers are also going to take out some of those idle Ox caravans there as well, and Yoshi's economy is now going to be kaput in this game. Oh, the walls are now open again. You can trade to no one. As Illuminati coming through with some units. We do see flaming weapons getting dropped somewhere. Doesn't have any units out though. And the Titan is now through for Ulysses. While Chrono JJ is on this spot now with a whole bunch of siege, and he's getting the catapults out. Yoshi is down to 1 town center, and Ulysses is going up to 5. As Chrono JJ does decide to call it. Yoshi and Illuminati follow suit. A really, really well played by game by the champions there. Credit where credit's due. I would have loved to have seen Yoshi getting a little bit more active with the walls faster. I think Norse is really, really strong here, getting the walls up on this spot, especially the pocket Norse. Unfortunately, here, Illuminati could not get off to a good start in this game, and he kind of got put on the back foot by Mariano really, really early here. And there was just no recovery where that's concerned. And it looked like maybe Chrono JJ and Yoshi were a little bit on a different page here. I think maybe some sort of a 10-minute Ancestors Eclipse or 11-minute Ancestors Eclipse timing push against Ulysses here with the siege towers, with a bunch of Herso, with the flaming weapons, would have been a really, really difficult thing to defend here for Ulysses. But unfortunately, they didn't go for that one. And the champions get the first win. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.